My Gavanan Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakia Galadurthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back finally, after I think 6 weeks, to the Haven campaign of Heroes of Might and Magic 5. Now this episode I am thoroughly expecting to be in 2 parts, or this mission to be in 2 parts. I only want the video to be about 30 minutes in length, and if the campaign takes longer than that, then I will cut it wherever we arrive at. But this is mission 4, The Trap. Led, of course, as we are at the moment, by Queen Isabel. The Demon Lord Agrael prepares to rout elven troops that are marching to assist the Empire. Isabel will have to outmaneuver the enemy army and prevent the demons from implementing their plan. The united forces of Isabel and Elven King Alaron should be able to put an end to the invasion and save Nikolai. Now, I should be quiet for this.
Your might as a warrior is impressive, but your knowledge of the arcane is limited. To fight these demonical abominations, you must learn something of the magics of Elra.
I agree, Father, but I don't have the time or the resources for this.
The town of Brightwood had a seminary of light magic, but the demons ruined it. If you take it back, lady, you could obtain its knowledge.
Excellent. I will do this, and quickly.
Marvellous. So, we're after some magic. That's the goal today. We've come in with 40 peasants, 35 marksmen, 10 Imperial Griffins, and 5 Cavaliers. I note all that has been said to me in past episodes of my pretty shoddy performance in this game, and I'm afraid I'm going to continue playing exactly the way I play it, I'm afraid. So, all I can do is apologise for that. But I'm not going to use the tactics that people have said. For example, a tactic that seems common is to defend by splitting your peasants into 3 and defending your archers in the corner like that. But I'm not sold on that. I don't know. Maybe I should do that, but I don't know. Now Griffins get to retaliate against pretty much anything, so get them up to the front line. The other thing I think as well is I just don't think the campaign, or to an extent the game, is hard enough to bother all the management it takes to do that kind of thing, to set your archers protected in the corner, to play it really tactically. I don't think you need to. If you were playing against another human being, maybe you'd want to pull out all the tricks in the book, but I'm not. I'm playing against the AI, and the AI is dumb as you like. So we've got to meet Alaron's army for our primary objectives, capture the city of Brightwood, and of course Isabel must survive. Now there's the city of Brightwood, and that is where we're meeting Alaron's army. Just move the camera because that always irks me. There's some conscripts over there. I wonder if they'll join with us. Yeah, lead them. I also note that there with those chests, you can get money or you can get experience, but your general is limited to a certain level of experience in every level of the campaign. So getting experience from all of those chests I don't think is worth it, because eventually they'll cap out. So there gets a point where it's no longer worth getting experience because it won't do anything. And you should instead go for all the money. Now, as I say, I'm not going to bother with protecting the archers, but get them in the middle. Now, you have a special ability here called a Battle Dive. And what they will do is they'll go off up into the sky. And in a few turns, they will then dive down on the enemy, presuming the enemy hasn't changed position. And they do substantially more damage than if they were just to attack normally. There you are. Exactly like that. But the enemy can't move. If the enemy moves, then it does nothing. So, oh, there's a witch hut. What skills have we got? Oh, I think we've maxed out. Those 2 at the bottom, I think, are a trait of the mod, and I don't think they actually work in the campaign. Oh, yes, I'll take expert combat, though. Thank you very much. Some imps over there. Another thing that has been recommended to me was that I was playing an outdated version of the 5.5 mod, which I'm currently using, which I think massively improves the game. And I was recommended to download a newer version, which I have done. Apparently there was some sort of glitch with the 5th mission of this campaign if you had the mod installed. And so I was told to update, and I shouldn't run into that problem. But I have downloaded as well a mod that unlocks every single campaign. Because this worked very much like the old Medieval 2 nation system, in that you couldn't play the 2nd campaign until you'd completed the 1st campaign. But I've downloaded a mod that allows you to play any campaign, at any level of any campaign, in any order. So I did that purely to ensure that if we do go through the campaigns over time, which I do hope to do because I find the game really fun. And certain nations I don't really enjoy, but the campaign lets you play as them in the more kind of scripted ways, which I do find more enjoyable. Yay, some peasants joined our army. I'm not going to attack any of these people because none of them are joining me. Although we do want more peasants, actually, so do attack those archers, I suppose. Ah, yes, please. And they did join. Right after I say, none of them are joining me. Join straight away. So I do hope to go through, but the downloading of that mod was just in case anything glitches out, then we can ensure that we can actually complete the campaigns and not have to worry. Oh, no, succubuses. But the road's the fastest way there, so we're going for it. I hate these buggers. They retaliate arrows. They retaliate on archers, which is bloody annoying. Go with that one in the middle. Oh, you battle dive comes in really quickly, doesn't it? Get as close as you can. Try and tempt them to shoot you instead of... Oh, did I mention that they also have a chain lightning effect? Because if I didn't, they have a bloody chain lightning effect. I could Fist of Wrath. I can chain attack. I could do all of these things, but really... prayer on all of your units, or just attacking the enemy at this stage is best. Now, if these archers are not going to kill them outright, it's not really ideal to shoot them because you're just going to incur damage. We've got a lot of things happening before the end, so just, I don't know, defend. Same for you guys. You didn't kill them? Oh, come on, Griffins. You've got... Oh, they didn't get prayer because they were off of the field. That's annoying. Oh, and I can't block two at once. Go for those 10 down there. Bastards. Leave me alone. Oh, I can block in the middle. Should have done that. Should have blocked. It's alright. In we go, peasants. And to finish them off, Isabel charges in. Bloody succubuses. In the Witcher lore, the succubuses are not really inherently evil, and instead they are just driven by an insatiable lust for, unfortunately, sexual intercourse. And so, despite not actually wanting... They don't harm anything, they don't kill anyone, they don't do anything really horrible. But according to the Witcher's lore, their lust is so insatiable that men have been driven wild by the non-stop advances of the succubuses, and indeed some have been driven to madness through that, and some have actually died of fatigue because the succubuses never stop. It's like their food is arousal and they just constantly need it, which I think is a more interesting version than some succubus or succubi. They tempt men in with sexual intercourse and then kill them afterwards, which is a much worse version. I mean, I think I could handle a succubus that just had an insatiable drive, whereas one that was going to kill me afterwards, I'm not too sure I'd be happy with that, if I'm honest. Nightmares! We are really running through the demon's army here, aren't we? These are very annoying. They have that feature which scares your units and forces them to lose a turn, lose initiative, and move back down the queue. It's really annoying. And it also makes them run away as well. But as you can see, it only triggers sometimes. It doesn't trigger every time. And but when it does, it's very irritating. How much? Oh, you do so much damage. How did you get so good? I don't remember her being that strong. Bring them down. Yes. We're only losing peasants. No one cares about peasants. This episode is called The Trap. So you can expect what's going to happen when we reach the end. Do we want to take on some Horned Overseers to get a barracks? There's 50 to 99 of them. I don't know. Get the attack damage first and then take them on. I really enjoy this game. I really do. There's a simplicity to it. I'm on board with. I can connect with. Now this time we're going to wait. We can let the demons get near to us and then we'll throw everything we have at them. But if you could mass prayer. C and S. I'm going to try and put that on the mouse, I think. If we are to play this a bit more, I think I'd want mouse commands rather than... You guys can just wait. Does it move you back behind the demons? Yes, it does. Excellent. Here they come. Ah, if I move there, your friends can't get me. The archers fire a shot. Move in, peasants. Oh, they didn't go anywhere. Oh, they've done the same thing that we've done. Although, not that well. Keep firing. Where are they going to go? Peasants or cavaliers? Oh, griffins! Griffins are very good. Their ability to retaliate unlimited times is a dream. We only lost a single griffin. That was definitely worth it. I'll buy those. Why can't I buy those? Do we not have enough room in our army? Excuse me, sorry. Oh, yeah, no, we don't. Well, we can get them once we've got the town, actually, can't we? Yes. Ah, that's an easy win. Easy win. And welcome to Brightwood, the city of the Inquisitors. It used to be called Mages and Zealots, and now I believe they're called... Zealots is the alternative upgrade, as you'll see as we progress through the campaign, but I think they're now called... Inquisitors is the upgrade. I think. I can't remember. It might still be Mage and Inquisitor. It used to be Mage and Zealot, I'm sure of it. No, it used to be Monk and Zealot. Sorry, Monk and Zealot. And I think it now is Monk and Inquisitor. When I say used to, of course, I mean Heroes 3. Because Heroes 5 is definitely closer to Heroes 3 than Heroes 4 ever was. I don't want this series to just be me constantly bashing on Heroes 4, but it's bad. It's easily the worst entry in the series, because at least the later entries have cool graphics. The Heroes 4 was just atrocious. Everything wrong. It's just, why do games companies do that? Why do they see, oh, we've got a really good game here, people love it, they like the style, they like the gameplay, let's just update it, improve it a bit, change the factions up a little, bring in some new abilities, maybe change the way the heroes work a bit. But no, instead they changed the entire game core up. And no one liked it. I mean, there are some people that like Heroes 4. I know there's some of you out there, but you're few and far between, let me tell you that. The hero prefers his weapon instead of a 50% chance he performs a critical strike dealing double damage. That's not too bad. But what is that in place of? We need to go and have a look. Stunning strike. Every standard hero's attack moves the target back along the bar. Oh, that's good. Let's have a look, though. Where are we at? We're one of those, aren't we? So, my options there were martial arts or stunning strike. Have I? And I've already got chain attack, though. So, if we were to get stunning strike, we could only get martial arts or avenging strike. Oh, I think we've already got avenging strike. I don't know. Why doesn't it show you your hero? Why doesn't it show you your hero? What's that one? Retaliation. Here's his special combat ability to guard any sex creatures arm until the end of combat. Oh yeah, retaliation. Yeah, now I know of retaliation. I like martial. I'm gonna go martial arts. I think that's good. We're here.
The demons to corrupt everything, even the tower that held the knowledge of magic. I have no choice but to rebuild it from the ground up.
Nope, no choice at all. Oh, they set a fire. What am I doing? What's our new upgrade then? Upgrade the Mage Guild, or Magic Guild as it's now called. It used to be the Mages Guild. We have a level 1 Mages Guild, which is, if you come out of that, spin around, that tower just there. Can't do much else here though, do we? Can we? We've got no resources. We can get peasants' huts. Get those in. At least we start making money now. We can't upgrade any. We just can't do anything. We are out. Let's go and regroup with Alaron then.
Look! The bridge is destroyed as well. Now what?
There's a seer not too far from here. The advice of a blind brother, servant of Asher, would be useful.
A seer! They speak in riddles and half phrases. villages and send you on wild goose chases. We don't have time.
It's that, or we sit here waiting until the scouts find another way.
Oh, I can't twiddle my thumbs doing nothing. Very well, Beatrice. Let's go find this seer of yours.
Her voice acting every single time gets me because it's so poor. Oh dear, she's the only one that stands out. The others are all at least passable, but she just sounds like she's trying to pronounce the letters too much. Like really over-pronouncing them. I didn't get it. How did she get through the... Oh god, you do so much more damage with your sword, don't you? Now, do we do prayer or do we just kill the bastards? That's my question. Avenging Strike. Heroes use a special combat ability to punish the target enemy creature with a powerful Avenging Strike. That creature is about to attack, retaliate, or cast any spell. Oh, that's interesting. Or you can make it so that your hero attacks whenever an enemy hero attacks. You can give Mass Prayer, and that's all we've got at the moment. Oh, we've got Mass Haste. That's always good. Let's pop Avenging Strike on the... Can't do it on the Griffins. Oh, of course, it's on the enemies. Idiot. But then any attack she does is now subject to potentially being critical. So when they come to attack the Griffins, she might then do a double damage critical hit on them, which is nice. Can they reach the Griffins? No, that's foolish of me then. Does it work when they retaliate? Yes! Oh, and she did do a critical. Well done, love. Oh, I've blocked myself in. That was foolish. Finish these men off. Lesser demons. And we've got a sawmill. Some imps on the hill. We get a lot of gold a turn, I believe. We should get a fair amount. Why don't we get... we're not getting as much as I thought. Oh, what's that? Underground. Don't want to go there. Which one is the kingdom over? Oh, you just hover over it, don't you? Oh, only 1,300. What about the... I thought I did a contract with them. Oh, it's 1,000 once a week, isn't it? It's not 1,000 a turn. Idiot. Just charge them, they're only imps. Although they steal your mana, if you're wondering what they just did at the start of their turn there. They're stealing the mana away from her. Unfortunately, the skills that she has that are the most useful don't require any mana at all, so we're not too worried about that. And it's over. Imps are the level 1 unit, in case you did not know. Why would you make only one visit when you have the option to sign a contract to get 1,000 at the start of every week? That only gives 1,000 gold. Right, let's save up. Let's save up for the 2,000 gold one. Just killing things off and getting resources at the moment, and then we'll head for the Seers. I don't want to take on those Griffins that were just to the south of our castle in case they rise up and attack us. Double damage. Oh. Finish them! Yes! Well done, men. Although our Griffins have been massively depleted. Or some skeletons. I like the undead. In the original version of the game, I keep saying that, in Heroes 3, after Castle, who have now become Haven, my favourite nation was Necropolis. I'm just going to go out and say it. Or Necropolis, depending on how you want to say it. And I liked Rampart quite a lot, but they didn't have a nice uniformity to their armies that the undead do. The undead have one core theme to their armies, and that they're all undead. So there's a nice uniformity to them. But of course, no one is as uniform as the humans, because they have soldiers rather than units, if that makes any sense. So obviously, like, these are your archers, these are your conscripts, you get swordmen, you get cavalry. And then there's a couple of units that buck the trend, but only a few. Everything else fits into this nice pattern. Whereas most other nations are just a bit all over the place, wishy-washy. Now, interestingly, the Seer's hut is only just there, but I'm not sure those Griffins are going to defend us or attack us. But we can at least get a few more units into our army. Peasants. I know I said I was saving up, but what the hell. Group you all together, and then split you. And then split yous. We don't want to split you any more than that, though. That'll do. Oh, that should be enough to take on the Griffins. She's learning spells from the Magic Guild, of course. Because each tier gives you more spells. Oh, yes, Griffins! What a delightful day. You're definitely better than 5 archers. No, that's foolish. Just keep them all. Well, that was easy.
Boots of levitation. Lying in a crypt full of haunted souls, whose sleep I must disturb. It won't be pleasant, but it's the fastest way to meet up with Findon. I'm afraid I don't have much choice.
It's customary horse rear at the end of every conversation she has with anyone ever. So what the seer has suggested is we get some boots of levitation that will allow us to walk on water and thus cross to the other side of the river. They are underground there, guarded by, at the moment, those wraiths. But first of all, as our character gets better the further in we go, and because we don't know what's underground at the moment, we'll keep running around the map for a bit and improve her abilities.
Such wonders I have learned.
Yes. Expert luck. She got 20,000 experience just for building the Magic Guild. And what spells did we learn? Spells of the first circle, we've now got Divine Strength. Select your friendly unit to inflict more damage. Weakness, the exact opposite of Divine Strength on the enemies. And the Fist of Wrath is a damaging spell. Magic Guild's second circle, we've got Cleansing. It dispels positive magic effects from enemy creatures and negative magic effects from your own. Vulnerability destroys the armor of the target. And Raise the Dead reanimates living creatures in a target-friendly stack. Undead creatures are brought back to life, inverted commas. All other creatures... so for the battle only, you can animate some of your dead. And finally, Deflect Missile. Less damage from range. Ah, wow. That one's quite good. Makes anything attack everything around it. And then another damaging spell. And Summon Creatures and Vessel of Shalassa. Oh, that one's really good. Summon Creatures means you don't have to keep popping back to the town every time you want to upgrade anything. There's that excellent music of Haven playing. That used to be either my ringtone or my alarm. I think it was my morning alarm. Because some people, such as myself, could do with getting out a bit more. Right, it's hitting those succubuses. Now, I've done my time. I've done my time out, venturing. Now is the time for relaxation. Now we have 2 sets of griffins. I like symmetry, and the board is set in that kind of way. In fact, I love symmetry. Can't get enough of it. Just charge them. Everyone straight to it. Give them something to actually focus on. Double damage, please. Come on. No. Oh, what does that do? Scatter shot. Oh, they won't retaliate if you scatter. I forgot about the scatter shot. Your super ability. What is your super ability? Oh, you do scatter shot as well. I thought you had the feature whereby units that are near to you just do less damage. Or you do more damage when units are near to you. In fact, can I look you up? No, we have to do that afterwards. I didn't realise they got scatter shot. I didn't think they did. Well done, Griffins. Imperials? Not as good. Oh, and you're dead now. That's a shame. Gonna have to look into that. Let's have a look. Where's your army? There we are. Oh, you do get scatter shot. And you're marksman. Ah, so it's the other ones that do the... They lose the scatter shot, but they gain the feature whereby units that are very near to them take more damage. Oh, and I also have a... I don't know if the mod adds it, or if I've added that mod separately, but the treants of the Elven faction used to look really, really, really dopey. And there's a mod that adds in a much cooler version of them, which I also have. Which is why they now look like that. I can show you, actually. We can fight them. Pursue. They are now like large tree men, but they used to just look... If you know what they look like, I mean, just search Treant Heroes 5 and have a look at how they used to. They were just so rubbish, and they used to move so weirdly. It's like they were, obviously they're trees, they're kind of supposed to be, but it was like they were rooted into the ground, and they used to like have to pull their arms out of the ground, like uprooting a tree with every movement, and it was unwieldy and gangly, and they were just a bit weird. Part of the map is revealed. There's not much down here, really, is there? Oh, there's a Marletto Tower, he says. And there's a Vampire Lord over there guarding some spell stuff. And we've got a nice enough army. Yeah, we'll go for that whilst our town starts growing. I'd like the Griffin Tower, to be honest. We've got to wait. We just have to wait. We'll wait it out. But this is, as I say, definitely going to be split into two. The first part being the main quest objectives, and the second part will be the secondary quest objectives. But, there's a small yet loyal following to the Heroes videos, and I'm pleased about that, and I welcome you all. Now, this model was not created by a modder. It was the original version of the Treant in the beta version of the game, and it was removed because of some sort of copyright claim. I can't remember what for or where from. So they had to update it and they have to remove it. And so, but they kept it in the files, obviously. So someone just went in, found it, and was like, "Well, this is much better looking than the model we have in the game, so we'll use this." And it's an easy installation. But otherwise, there aren't that many mods for the game, to be honest. I don't think it's a game that's particularly easy to mod. Oh, there's 11 in the middle. They're going to hit the Griffins, aren't they? Yeah, of course they are. Oh, well done. Isn't getting damage. An excellent victory. No losses. Marletto Tower. Now for the vampires. Vampires are a very good unit because they heal themselves whenever they damage others, which is a nice little bonus to have as a vampire. Oh, they teleport as well. There's a little added feature. Yes, double damage. Now bring the rain, archers, bring the rain. And the vampires fall. Their ashes scatter to the winds, and their sword is all that remains. Well done, Isabel. Oh, it was a... I'm going to take the gold that time. It is an artifact. Well, that's as far as we can go on that side. We'd have to go back down into the mountains to go out that way. There is a mine over there, which is that crystal cavern. I'm not bothered about that though, really. There's mercury up there, but there's other stuff that way. We'll go and have a look. I would quite like to upgrade our fortifications so we get more troops. Oh, and I can do. There we go. Perfect. And now we just need to wait to get 10,000 gold. And then we are good to rock and roll. We can get our capital building, which gives us more money. Although we have actually got a sizable enough army, to be honest. Let's go and hit those wraiths and see how difficult it will be to get the Boots of Levitation. There's no point killing everything and doing everything on screen when it doesn't actually benefit you in any way. So, although, actually, go to the town. We can get the castle now. We can also recruit some things. It's only peasants, really. Oh, and some footmen. I don't know how long they're all going to take to get here, but... Week of the Hunter. You can get more. You always want the peasants. Peasants bring in the money. Oh, there's the Griffins. Yep, upgrade those. Brilliant. It's a small little army. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, bugger. Bugger, 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 bugger. You guys, you're joining our grand peasant army. Well, you might as well just be split. We've got the room. Isabel, stand outside. Ah, oh, yes, we can upgrade them. We can upgrade them. Now, do we want battle or imperial? Battle Griffins don't have the dive ability. Instead, they have something called rush dive. And they hit every unit in a line. Rather than a single target square, they hit everything in a line, but it does slightly less damage. And I believe it hits your own forces. They're immune to blind, just like their relative. And generally the difference being the Imperial Griffin has a slightly higher attack, but a lower defense. Yeah, so interestingly, the Imperial is the more aggressive one, and the Battle is the more defensive, whereas normally it's the other way around. The red upgrade is normally aggressive, and the blue upgrade is normally defensive. But we'll go with the Imperials, and we'll go and kill these giant wraiths. One of Necropolis's greatest units. Wraiths. Now they can move quite fast, so if we wait... Yes, let them have their go. Let them move into range. Kill them, Isabel! Get some luck, get some luck. No, I can't just get luck. Will you kill all 5? Probably not. If you get some luck... Oh, we've got expert luck! Why is no one gaining any? Oh, he got some. Useless now, though, isn't it? And they're dead. Now, wraiths are actually really good, but obviously when they're that low in number, they're never going to do anything. Welcome to the Undercrypt. That's where we've got to go. So, let's get to it. As you can see, the turns are flying past in mere seconds because there are, in fact, no enemies in this scenario. We'll fight these bone dragons, the greatest unit, or an unupgraded greatest unit that Necropolis has, and then I will end the episode. So let's just... Well, they can't fly that far, actually. Let's let them come to us. Double damage. Yes. Archers get a full swing in. Bone dragons in Heroes 3. I don't know if they're the same in Heroes 5. But they were the worst tier 5 unit the game had. Necropolis was a very good nation with some very cool traits and features to their gameplay. But their greatest unit, or tier 7 unit, sorry, their greatest unit, their bone dragons, were the worst tier 7 units in the game. And they were just useless. Magic resistance or erratic mana? No, erratic mana's not very good, I don't think. Where is the luck one down here? Magic resistance, erratic mana. I'm fairly certain I've already got soldier's luck. Oh, and we definitely want critical hit. So if we haven't got... I don't know how we've got either of those, so we'll go with offense for now. Just double check. Oh, we've got soldier's luck and we've got critical hit. So it was one of those 2 options was all we could have anyway. I'm with you. Oh, and our class specialization is maxed out now. Alright. Well, make as much move as you can. Let's build something because we can. Get a castle. Nice upgrade. And I'll end the episode there. So I do hope you've enjoyed the first part of Mission 4, The Trap. And I hope to see you all for the next one, which will hopefully be next week. And then probably there'll be enough for the week after that to be a developer diary. So that's my general thinking at the moment. But I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I do hope to speak with you all again. And until that time, Navarre den Pedimad Melonin, and farewell.